order to buy it and sell it.
There you go. That's what they want, so they can keep the carbon in order. They want you as cattle or sheep inside of this.
You gotta
So
understand.
what does 666 so the mark
we gonna
of the
explain-
beast
we
is
gonna
here?
going into it right
We
now.
gonna read it to you right now.
Yeah, we gonna read it to you.
This is Revelations 13, 16 through 18.
And Salaki, before you do, you got to understand this too. This so-called white man, he's the devil, the deceiver.
Oh,
So
I
a lot
know
of
that.
when it comes to, you got to be careful what people tell you about like science and carbon and what this means. A lot of it comes from him. A lot of it comes from him, and he's known to be a deceiver. Go ahead.
Because when I saw that, the 666, right, I was like, okay, are they teaching us to hate this?
No. Read that scripture out.
This is Revelations 13 and 16 through 18. It says, He causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their left, in their forehead.
Now stop right there. It says he. It says he. Now you gotta understand who's the he. It's a man, the man of sin, but you don't know that he's the man of sin. Everybody's surprised, like, well, it can't be, but it is. Who you don't think it is who it is. He's he, right here. They run your society. You don't even know what they look like, but now you do. These are the ones at the World Economic Forum that went on in Davos, Switzerland, that you didn't know nothing about. The whole world just went over their head. They talking about LeBron. You need to be talking about these guys, what they do. Behind closed doors, behind the scenes. Who runs your presidents and your prime ministers of the world? Them men, right there. And they getting all nations together to do what? Bring forth a digital system for you.
And they gonna cause all, as the brother read in the scripture, free and bond, those out and about, those locked up in prison, rich and poor, it don't matter what class you in, small and great, from little infants just born to elderly people. Everybody, he wants everybody to get this mark.
Bro, right now he has the authority to enforce these laws. Nobody else can do that.
Yeah. Oh, and who's leading the World Economic Forum? Who is the leader of that? No, the Klaus Schwab, but what nation? America.
Oh, yeah.
The United freaking States of Babylon, right? They leading the way. But why? Because they know there's an agenda that they have to meet. They have a deadline to meet.
Because I know Bill Gates is trying to buy up everything.
Why is he doing that?
He already owns
He
it.
is. He does.
I mean, because he's trying to get, like, he got land in Africa, there, and everywhere. And he's doing that, what's that? That GMO?
He's Esau Edom.
Yeah, he's
The
Esau.
earth was given
That's
to
right.
his
That's
hand.
That's right, and they're causing the people because they know what's useful for man's life. Water, bread, food. You need these things, clothing. So if they take control of those things, you're gonna have to come to them. As in the days of old, when Egypt had a famine, who foreseen it? Joseph interpreted the Pharaoh's dream and they prepared, but all the nations around about had to go down to Egypt for what? Grain. So that's what they want to do now, wickedly though. Joseph was a righteous man. They're wicked. They want to take everything and have you come down there to them. In order for you to buy and sell, you're going to have something inside.
Hey, and that's the case. That's the case now. You can see it easily lining up because less than 1% of the world control most of its wealth. You know, so we all fighting over what, like 0.1% of scraps.
Hey,
you know,
like World War One, they was fighting over like only a few yards.
yeah, a few yards. We fight inches. You know, they got everything. You know, and pretty soon they gonna have literally everything, including the souls of men, because people gonna get that chip in order to participate. There's the mark of the beast.
This is verse 16 again, through 7 through 18. He causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond.
He caused it all. So he's gonna cause you. Like, okay, I ain't gonna get, I'm gonna fight. Okay, you ain't got nowhere to go. You gotta come to me. Oh, well, I gotta eat. You gotta come to me. Well, oh, but my doctor, you gotta come to him.
If I could back you up, because he controls what goes into the grocery stores. He controls the imports and exports. That's going to be a very easy way for people to fall into his mark when they can't go get food.
And you gotta remember, the hour of temptation is a season of temptation, because you're gonna have to make a conscious decision to put that in you. But yet the Lord clearly tells you don't take it, because if you do, He's gonna pile His wrath upon you. Yes, just like the juicy juice they was given.
Yeah,
Same way.
The jab.
Yes, just like that. But it's gonna be something that has your finances on it, your medical, your history,
Your bank account,
your bank account, everything.
Everything.
Everything about you.
your carbon footprint.
But don't get it, your carbon footprint.
Verse 16 again. He causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads.
And that mark is called the RFID microchip. All right, and that's Elon Musk is already doing trials, but that Elon Musk is just one company. There's people who already got it.
Yep.
You go, a lot of Sweden's population is already chipped up,
Yep.
but it's gonna get to a point where he's gonna cause all. It's gonna be mandatory. It's
Yep.
gonna be a decree put out
Yep.
that you have to get this in order to live in this society, and that's known as what the brother was going into, the hour of temptation.
Yep.
Because you're gonna have to make a conscious choice. Am I gonna take this mark that the Most High is against, or am I gonna have faith in Him?
Yep.
So, okay, you have faith. So if you don't get it, you get punished, right, for not getting it?
Yeah, they're gonna punish you by casting you out of society, but that's when you're gonna have to step out on what?
Faith.
Yeah.
Didn't they say, and the just shall live by
By faith.
So you're gonna have to really trust the Lord, because our people went into the wilderness, right? Left Egypt, that's all they knew. And the Lord fed them and kept them all them years, 40 years in the wilderness. And they lacked nothing.
Right.
You know they remember.
And if I may say, that's punishment of men, because it's also written that some may get their head chopped off and not receive it.
Right,
That's
right.
fine. But if you do take it, it's a whole other set of punishment that
Word,
you have to
Judge.
deal with.
Can the brother get
You
revelation?
might as well
14?
go on and get your head cut off.
That's it.
That's the best thing for us.
And I got a quick precept. I got a quick precept
Because
while
if
you
you take
grab
it, you got to deal with the Heavenly Father and His wrath.
That's right.
And that wrath is going to be the second death, which is that lake of fire the Bible speaks about. That's what you're going to have to deal with.
Nuclear fire. That's why the Lord set these nukes up.
Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah.
And this is book of 1 Timothy 6:20. So you seeing everything on the news, don't let them fool you that it's great. It's gonna make your life so, No, don't believe nothing. Believe the word. Because the Lord is a God of knowledge, which is science. He knows everything, the ins and outs of everything. Don't believe him, man. He don't know, he just guessing. The Lord knows. The Lord's telling you don't take it. So who's right and who's wrong? The Lord's right, man is wrong. So don't believe this dude, this man. You already know he's the devil, so
I do know that.
don't believe him.
I mean, I grew up with it.
Yeah, you know. Hey.
I mean, I know you guys don't, whatever, but I grew up with Elijah Muhammad. And then my father was a Black Panther. So I've always heard about
Him being the devil, but now you know why he's the devil, because the Bible calls him.
Right.
Not just us, because
Right,
it's cool.
Yeah.
No, the Lord, like, he's the demon.
Right.
I set him up to be a
that's
devil.
right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
That's
take
right.
him out.
Hey, and anytime you call one a devil, they always smile and shit. Like
Because
they
they
think
know.
it's cute.
Yeah,
Like,
and
he lied.
it's ironic because before you came up, we opened this up with going into why he was created, his purpose. And you came right into it, ultimately for this, for destruction,
Yep.
for the hour of temptation.
He was created for these days to show
Yep.
the power in the earth that the Lord set him up to punish those that are not moving right.
Yep.
And to deliver those that are moving right from his hand. Just like Pharaoh, the Lord baited Pharaoh out to our people that was at the sea. They didn't know the sea was going to open up. The Lord did. And the Pharaoh's behind, oh, Moses died. They're ready, they're going to kill us. That's what's going to get to that point. And the Lord going to intervene as he always done. But this is 1 Timothy 6:20. O Timothy, keep that which is committed to thy trust, his word. Know what the Lord is saying and not what man is talking about. Man can tell you anything, his mind is whatever. But the Lord's telling you straight and skinny truth. That's why he sends his men out here to give you straight and skinny, not to lie to you. We lying to you ain't gonna benefit us nothing, so we're gonna tell you the truth. And this is it. It says, O Timothy, keep that which is committed to thy trust, avoiding profane and vain babble. That's the newscaster. They ain't talking about anything.
They just bad.
Unless it's according to the script. We filter things through the scripture. All right, that's what the scripture saying. Whatever he talking about, whatever, I don't care about that. This is what the scripture's saying. That's why we giving it to you. Like, they gonna come out with something. Beware of it. We're telling you that it's already in the scripture. It's been written before this time, before we even came on the earth. It was written already. And it says,
Prophecy, right?
yes,
Yeah,
that's it. And oppositions of science, falsely so called. So this man's science is bull crap, his theory. Now, what does theory mean? Not a proven fact.
Yep.
The scripture is fact. What he talking about is what I think it is.
He calls
could
it
be,
pseudoscience.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pseudo.
It's a name for
The
it.
word
Pseudo-
pseudo means lie.
False.
It's falsified. But the brother went into it. Science itself just means to know, knowledge.
False knowledge.
And it says, it reads on, verse 21, which some professing have erred concerning faith. So you go into science, the faith leaves you because you're like not trusting in the Lord and His word, but you trusting in
I
man,
got a
what you can
precept.
see.
Let him get back.
Right.
Yeah, because her main question is about 666, so we got to get into
Yeah,
it.
they was finna say it.
Verse 17, and it says that no man might buy or sell, save he had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name.
So it's all about control. You know, he's going to make it to where you can't do nothing unless you got that mark. Like right now, you can't do much without an ID. You
Yep.
can't go get a job without a driver's license
Or a mask.
Or the jab.
Right.
From
Or the Jews.
jab, yep.
Or the Jews.
But now the new ID is going to be what? This chip that we're going into.
That
And it's
real.
already being set up to the point where it can happen suddenly.
Yep.
Pretty much already here.
Right.
It's just that this man it does things gradually. That's
Yep.
why the Lord said he's that old serpent, devil,
Yep.
the one that was in the garden. Because how does the serpent move? Before it strikes you, a lot of the snakes are blind. They can't really see, but they can feel vibrations. When the vibration's right, they get you when you least expect it. That's how this man moves. He's like, when the vibration's right, then I'm moving.
Hey, the spot I just came from, I just realized that pretty much in every store they got a self-checkout, but now the self-checkout's got Apple Pay. And that's something that they didn't have before. To the point you don't even got to put in the code no more. You just scan and then you go now, man.
Amazon One, Amazon.
It's all, it's what is it, progression?
Gradualism.
Yeah, it's
And
leading up,
progression.
yeah, it's leading up to the point of this. Go ahead, Doc.
Verse 18, Revelation 13 and 18. Here is wisdom.
Now here is wisdom.
Okay.
Let him that had understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man.
The number of a man. Now it goes back to an actual man, the Edomite, who created the universal barcode.
Yep.
Go ahead, keep it.
And then the man is also Esau Edom himself as a system. It's a man's system, but is a number of a man, the same man. Edom. An Edomite. Go ahead.
And his number is 636.
Now that's 666. Now when you go into it, this guy, his name is George Joseph Lard. Now he created the universal barcode. The barcode you see on all products
That you buy.
Right. And when you go into his first name, George, his middle name, Joseph, and his last name, Lard, each name contains 6 letters. 666.
So the scriptures didn't lie. It says the number of a man, the man Esau Edom, his system, his everything, and then his actual Edomite man who created it to keep everybody in that system. Because you can't buy and sell without hearing that beat. Oh, that be 445, or that be 16, whatever. You hear that beat, that's the universal product code that was created by this man. And now having that chip to buy and sell, you're gonna have to be in that system. Just like any product that's bought and sold and shipped around, you're gonna be in the system. But you don't want to be in that system.
In every barcode, it contains 666.
Yep.
Tie stigma.
That's right. It's numerically, it's always gonna come up numerically as those numbers, as it shows you. You know, the elongated lines numerically is always gonna be 6. Never gonna change.
So when you came up at first, and you know how you were talking about the 6 electrons, 6 protons, 6 neutrons, we have to remember a lot of the science that come from these books and that's on TV. It's the so-called white man coming with it because he knows who he is. So his goal is trying to divert the attention to something else. So it would make sense for him as the devil, the deceiver, to be like, no, actually, you so-called Negroes, you're 666 because you're made up of 6 carbons, 6. That's the type of thing that, right? Exactly. But we can't trust what he says in his pseudoscience, but we can trust what the Heavenly Father says in his scripture.
Don't believe him. Never trust thine enemy, and the words of his mouth are smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. He's drawing swords against
he
you.
got me
So
Revelation
he's talking
14.
sweetly to you.
Look at what
I love you
happens if
all.
you do
But
take
yet,
it.
in the background, he's creating weapons against our people, whether it be the food, clothes, the air, everything is to destroy the carbon, which is people, the animals.
Yep. Now this is the judgment for taking that mark, the mark of the beast.
Nah, this is Revelation chapter 14, beginning at verse 8.
That where it says cancerous sword.
Nah.
Hey,
this is,
could a brother get the cancerous sword first?
16.
And not have no rest day or night, then we get that. Because if you get it, you think you cool, like, man, God, man. But no, you're going to be tripping out. You're going to be hacked, tracked, traced, controlled. And you're going to have a cancerous sword. And then you're going to have the nuclear debate.
It makes sense because with the mark of the beast, I remember I told you it's the RFID microchip. RFID stands for radio frequency identification. Now, why would you want something radioactive inside you? It's not going to turn out good. We don't want no technology inside of us.
They didn't want me to hawk.
And that's literally putting you under his vibration because the radio gives us a signal. So you literally under his vibration.
He wants to be like the Most High and know where you are at all times. Because he's already doing it with your phone. The new TVs you got, the new cars, they're tracking and tracing you. Before he couldn't do that, that's why it tells you he wants to be as
The Most High.
But he's not.
That's why all his inventions, they go wrong. These cell phones are known to cause radiation that harms us. The people with those Bluetooth earphones is going straight to their brain. So imagine an actual radio frequency chip inside you. It's not going to work like that.
That nigga.
Book of Revelation, chapter 16, beginning at verse 1. And I heard a great voice out of the temple saying to the 7 angels, go your ways and pour out the vials of the wrath of the Most High upon the earth. And the first went and poured out his vial upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sword upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worshipped his image.
These last plagues which are going to increase, whether it be the famines, the wars, and also the pestilences upon the people that took part with the mark of the beast, it's only going to go worse for them because all roads lead to the ship, and all roads after that lead to what? The destruction of this place and the return of our Lord. And the deliverance of the righteous, and the destruction of the ungodly and the wicked.
And you're going to find out what's the census is implemented worldwide. It's going to be a worldwide thing by these European governments. And you're going to start seeing the people who took it, they're going to start developing ulcers.
Just like the juicy
Which is a cancerous sword.
Just like the juicy tree. You see how great the Lord is? He's like, all right, look at the people that got, they bugging out, they dying. The vaccinated are dying. The unvaccinated are not dying. People get this, they gonna be, I can open up the door of my car, but they gonna get a grievous sword. And the people that ain't get it, they gonna be outside of society, but they gonna be good.
Living off faith.
Yes.
Hey, that's when the Most High is going to show his miracles. When his people were thrown off the grid and kicked out of society, the miracles, it's like coming out of Egypt. The Most High made bread in the form of manna come down from heaven. He made quail just appear. He made water just magically appear from a rock, so to speak.
That's the beginning of the ending of our slavery, man. Being able to go away from Esau. Like, all right.
Yeah.
Throw these phones out.
Yeah, and that tells you that in Isaiah where it said we're no longer going to stay upon him that smote us with a continual stroke. He never stopped. But we're going to lean on the Lord our power in truth.
That's right.
So yeah, that's part of the graph for those who received this radio frequency identification chip. They're going to develop a cancerous sword. And that's part of the judgment. But the ultimate judgment is going to be this right here. Yeah, that's it on that.
Okay.
Hey, bring it up.
This is Revelation chapter 14, beginning at verse 8. And it reads, and there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen, is fallen.
Babylon the Great is this place, America.
Okay.
That great city.
And before you keep reading, what does Babylon mean? It means confusion.
Yeah, it don't sound good.
It don't sound good, but this place is confusion. You see it. The children don't obey their parents. Parents don't give a damn about their children. The old ain't honored. The man want to be with a man. Woman want to be with a woman. The dog want to be with the ground or whatever.
A man want to be
A man want to be with a woman. A person want to